morning, Quadcopter one-on-one here, and what I got for you today is a review of the new Sonyang X22-1 quadcopter. Now, this quadcopter, if you look at it, appears to be very similar in appearance to the popular MJX X400, but it is somewhat smaller than the X400 in size, and again, it's not produced by MJX, so it's somewhat of a clone of the X400, vaguely familiar or similar to the X400. But other than that, the version I got here is a cameraless version. There is an additional camera version out there also for this particular quadcopter, but I'm not sure how well that camera version is going to work, since the battery in this is only a 350 milliamp hour battery. So, you know, this is a crony-sized quadcopter, and there is a crony-sized version of this with a camera, if you wish a camera bird. But again, the one that I got is not. One thing about it, the instructions were all in Chinese, and some of these are wrong. There's a plug inside this quadcopter behind the battery that is labeled power, but it's obviously the camera plug to this quadcopter. And this plug here is labeled channel A, or CHA, but it is actually the power plug for the quadcopter. Now, the quadcopter does not have an on-off switch. To activate the quadcopter, you plug the battery, you leave the battery cable outside of the battery door actually, and plug it into that plug, and that activates the quadcopter. Now, this is the transmitter that comes with it. Unfortunately, all the instructions for this were in Chinese, so I'm going to try to decipher what these buttons can do. Usually this is the rate key, where you change from beginner to intermediate to expert, and this is usually the flip key. One of these is probably going to be headless mode and one key return. We'll find out by pressing these trim buttons, and probably some of these other buttons are useful for turning on the camera and starting and stopping the camera. But I won't be able to figure that out since I don't have a camera version. But we're going to fly it and see how it flies. Also, to calibrate this, I was able to see by the pictures, to calibrate it, you bring the sticks down and out, and we are going to do that actually before the first flight. So let's go over to a relatively flat and level surface. I'll pick that spot right there and plug in the quadcopter to engage its power, and the lights light up. It's very well lit, actually. Should be a good night flyer. And putting it on the ground, I'm trying to level it a little bit better than that. It was on a rock. Turning on the transmitter, binding it to the quadcopter, and doing a calibration. You get a beep and the lights blink for the calibration. Let's send it up right now and see how it performs. Okay, I am in default beginner's rate. Let's see if this goes to intermediate. Yeah, that's intermediate. So it has beginner and expert. 2 rates. Seems to fly very well. Let's see about the flips on this thing. Let's bring it a little closer. Yep, that's the flip button, all right. Let's see if I can get some speed up on it and do some barrel rolls. Yes, you can. So it's a good flyer. Sans camera, I don't care, I don't have the cameraless version. It's a good flyer. Wow, actually it's an excellent flyer. How about backflip? So, great flyer. Let's see about one key return in headless mode. Let's go off in that direction, since we're pointed that direction, and press one of these buttons. Okay, that's one key return, the left button there. Here it comes back again. And it also enters headless mode at the same time. So, we discovered this button here is for headless mode, one key return. One press activates one key return. You got to press it and hold it. Maybe that turns it off. The right button turns it off. Okay, left button turns on one key return in headless mode. And I bet you this enters headless mode by itself. Yep. So there we go. Let's bring it in closer so you see that. We are in headless mode. Headless mode off. So this is one key return. Here it comes returning. And the right button is headless mode. Left, right. So that tells me these buttons here are probably the camera buttons. So we're not going to mess with camera buttons since I don't have a camera version. We're just going to fly this quadcopter because it is a maneuverable quadcopter, similar to the MJX X400. Kind of like it. Let's do another barrel roll. Let it slow down too much. Let's send it out a little bit further. Oh, one thing I didn't show you folks. Is what happens if we lose reception. Turning off the transmitter. 1001, 1002, 1.5 seconds. So it will drop. And I think it will rebind too, because it's easy to regain control with the transmitter. So, oh no, I like this little quadcopter. Only 350 milliampere hour. I'm not sure you want the camera version. This version without the camera is fun as it is. The camera's just going to add weight to it. Pretty looking little quadcopter too, that red and black on it. Let's get some speed up on it. Did a barrel roll. Let's try it again. Going back in that direction there. Get some speed. Barrel roll. So, good quadcopter from Sunyang. I haven't tried the range. Let's go up until it drops. Going upwind. Going upwind. Going upwind. There's 70, 80 meters. Going upwind a little more. 90 meters. I'm guessing I'm close to 100 right now. Still have control over it, folks. So, you know, its advertised range is only 60 meters, but they're wrong. I'm doing funnels up at 100 meters right now. I better come down. So it's out there. Bringing it back in toward me. Has real good range. Very good range. Over 100 meters. Let's do that again to show. How's my lights? None of them blinking yet. I can see those lights very well, actually. Going up again. I got prop guards on, folks, flying in the wind. This would probably be a spectacular flyer outside without prop guards. Wow, I'm up there. Coming down. So it has range of at least 100 meters. Great quadcopter. Enjoying this one. This is just a great kick it around quadcopter. I like it. Any blinking on those lights? I've been flying for quite some time here. Those lights are still not blinking, and you can actually see those lights with those diffusers. Can you see that, folks? They're very, those diffusers make it very easy to see those lights, even in sunlight. Oh, there we go. We're blinking now. Let's see how long it lasts before the quadcopter drops from while they're blinking. We just got alerted now that the battery's getting low, that little 350. I'm at beginner's rate right now. I'm going to just let it fly until I can't keep it up in the air anymore. We're going to see what its flight time is and how much alert the LVC warning gives you. Okay, the throttle, I'm going up higher and higher on the throttle, and there we go. So that's the flight time you get with it. It gives you reasonably good warning. I guess that was about 30 seconds or so. So this again is the Sunyang X22-1. Very pretty looking quadcopter. I like it. I like it just without the camera. I don't know about the camera version. I haven't flown that yet. But the non-camera version, it's great. Hope you enjoyed this flight. This is Quadcopter 101. Signing out.